about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He finds his man complete. It's Simmons. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Whitfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's in. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Simmons. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Whitfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. First carry now for Trey Sermon. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Lance looks to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Second down and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Is third down.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Operating from the gun. Whitfield. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. 6-0 our score after 1. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will make our score 9-0. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Simmons. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off play action. Whitfield eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Whitfield. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Succop's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On play action, Lance steps away. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Lance. Throwing left side. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They get this out left. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll run with Sermon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Lance now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And shutting him off, now open field, 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
To try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 12.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing on first down. Whitfield escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. They'll run on first down. Simmons. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now a give right side. It's Simmons. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Off the bootleg. Whitfield. They'll roll him out right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to be 49er football. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning.
Hey, dog, this game full of shit.
This defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
To throw, it's Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for two. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the one. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running left is Sermon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. The Lance going to throw. Buying time to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Going for it all. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On 1st down, it's Craig. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's Lance. That's complete to his running back, Trey Sermon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Whitfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off play action.
Whitfield. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Whitfield. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Whitfield. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now a play fake. Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
To the right side, this is Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Lance and company going on 4th down.
Out to his left. Room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Whitfield. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Trey Sermon
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to catch this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here's Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Sermon.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And the Niners come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.